It's good, my Rags and Fitness people, my Rags and Fitness folks, my Rags and Fitness fam. It is your man Rags back up in this thing. And when I tell you I'm up in it, I'm talking about I'm knee deep. All the way off up in it. Guys, let's keep the main thing. Keep God first in everything that you do. I mean, from night to day. Guys, please keep God first and shake all of the haters off. And for all of my Crimson Tide football fans, can I please get a roll, tide, roll, hey! Guys, it's another day that the Lord has made, and I'm so excited to be here with you today to talk about the Crimson Tide football team, baby. Jump, jump, jump up and get down. Jump around. Jump around, guys, if you're excited. I've been in my living room, in my bedroom, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in my office right here. Jump, jump up, and jumping around, guys. I told you guys, if you guys go back to my last video that I made, I told you that these guys will be jumping for the Tide. There will be no reason to be jumping for Wisconsin come fourth quarter. And everything I said, it came true. Now, the only thing I said was I wasn't going to predict the score. I said we'll win by at least 17 points. And guys, we ended up winning by 32. 42 to 10. We let them get in the end zone one time, guys. And we shouldn't have let them do it then. I am very excited. I'm very pleased with my football team. Can we improve on some things? Of course. And I really want us to improve on the defensive side of the ball, even the offensive side, but especially on the defensive side because we got those guys coming into town in 2 weeks. And you know who I'm talking about. We'll get on those guys later on. But what I want to see is I want to see more of hitting these guys and sticking them in the backfield, right? I don't want to see these guys getting all this positive yardage. What positive yardage are you talking about, Rags? Well, let's talk about it right here, guys, right? The total stats right here, these guys had 290 yards. Well, Rags, that's not a lot. I understand that. We had 407 yards. But what I don't like is these guys had 17 first downs. We had 18. So it was very close to us as far as first downs get. That means that they was moving that ball every now and then, and we was bending, but we didn't break. Guys, let's not bend so much. Let's keep it together, keep the rod stiff, and let's hold it right there at the line, guys. Let's not bend so much next time because we know these guys is coming in 2 more weeks. They're going to want to bend us, and they're going to want to break us. So we don't need to bend at all, right? Third down efficiency, that's what kind of hurt Wisconsin. It was 3 for 14. We was 8 for 14. Fourth down efficiency, we didn't see too many fourth down. Now, we see some early. We just got off the field. We didn't go for them. Wisconsin was 3 for 4, right? Total yards, like I said earlier, we had 407. They had 290. Passing yards, we had 226. They had 141. Rushing yards, we had 181. They had 141. Let's see. Penalties, we had 4 penalties for 40 yards. They had 4 penalties for 23 yards. Guys, let's cut back. Even though we didn't have as many, there was big penalties, right? 4 of them for 40 yards. They had 4 of them for 23 yards. So that means our penalties was like holding or something like that, guys. So let's cut them back. I don't know how many holders we had, but what I'm saying is that's 10 yards of penalty if you average it out, right? That's basically what I'm saying. Turnovers. Turnovers was key for us. They had 2, we had 0, guys. We held on to the ball. We did the right things. Those guys, they fumbled, right? We got it. We jumped on it. They fumbled twice and they lost it. Time of possession for these guys, they had the ball 34 minutes and 16 seconds. We had it 25 minutes and 44 seconds. Guys, they beat us in the time of possession, but that's because we were striking quick. Once we got on the field, Jalen Miller was running that ball on it. Jalen Miller was running that ball all the way into the end zone. Jalen milroe running that ball all the way into the end zone. So we were striking quick, man. Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard, man, we were striking very quick. Jalen milroe, 196 yards, 3 touchdowns, 12 for 17 lock. So we put Van Dyke out of they put Van Dyke out of the game early. They had to put their backup quarterback in Locke, which Locke and Van Dyke was competing for that position during the spring. So Locke was a formidable backup, right? And it was between him and Van Dyke. Van Dyke just kind of edged him out, but it wasn't by much, right? And Locke came and got it to this position with Van Dyke being hurt. And, you know, he didn't do too bad. 125 yards, 13 for 26, one touchdown, right? Being a guy that's coming right in, right, and substituting for Van Dyke, I think he did okay, right? As far as rushing go, Jalen milroe was our leading rusher, 14 carries for 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. Malusi was those guys, was Wisconsin leading rusher with 11 carries, 66 yards. That's what I mean by bend but don't break, guys. We was bending. We was letting Malusi get a pretty good amount of yards on us, some nice little chunks here and there. We got to kind of cut that down, you know what I mean? Because when these guys come in 2 weeks, like I said, they're going to be looking to run on us. We can expose them a little bit. They don't have their safety net like they had last year with Bowers and McConkey, right? So, guys, leading receivers, Ryan Williams was our leading receiver, 4 receptions for 74 yards and 1 touchdown. Will Pauling was their leading receiver with 9 receptions, 83 yards, and 1 touchdown. Will Pauling had one heck of the game. And if you look at my video that I made last week, not last week, but I think I made it. That was basically last week. We made it Thursday. I was stating how Will Pauling was going to be one of their leading receivers. But guys, there you have it. It was a pretty good test for us on the road going to Camp Randall. I think we're going to have a well-needed off week, right, to get some guys healthy. You saw the guys going down. You saw Young go down. Saw a few more guys go down. We're going to need these guys to get healthy so we can have everybody on board for this big game that's coming down in Tuscaloosa in 2 more weeks. Guys, what do you think? We're not going to make any score predictions on that game just of yet, but we're going to be talking about that game more soon. I didn't want to come on and stay on long today. I just want to jump up and get down, jump around. Guys, we was batting balls down. LT Overton looked very good. I like what I saw out of that guy. I just want to see these guys collapse in the pocket a little bit more. Quay Russaw is one of the guys I was talking about when I was talking about the injury. That little bug that we got, man, he got a lower leg injury. Hopefully we get this guy back because he collapses the pocket and he causes havoc, man, along with Q Robinson. I would like to have those guys, like I say, back on the field, everybody healthy for this juggernaut of a matchup that we have coming up. And one thing I want to say to you guys on ESPN and everybody who's following that, all the time, every time I turn it on, all I hear is about the projections and who's going to be the teams that's going to be making it to the playoffs and who's going to be the favorites to win. You always say Ohio State. You always say Georgia. You always say Texas. Those are your 3 teams that you got at the top right now. And you never mention Alabama. You never mention Alabama because I think you're still living in the Saban era. And now that you think the Saban is gone, you think that we don't have a chance to make it. But let me tell you something. Let me make this very clear. You better beware because the championship still runs through Tuscaloosa. And we're going to make that clear in 2 more weeks, baby. Let me tell you, because you done got me hyped now. And now I'm going to tell you how I really feel about this whole thing. I've been trying to hold it in, but this is no more holding it in. I'm going to tell you how I really feel. This is what a championship runs through. It runs through Tuscaloosa, Alabama, whether you believe it or not. And the only thing we have to worry about is Kalen Deboer overachieving, doing so good to where every team in the NFL and every other team is going to come throw the bag at him and he's going to want to leave. That's the only thing we got to worry about right now. But that's another conversation for another day for me and my tired people, right? So don't you guys worry about it. Only thing you need to sit back and look at and watch is us do our thing. Now, when you're really going to start to lay your eyes on us, and I want all my Clear Time football fans to take heed of what I'm about to say. Come 2 more weeks. It's going to be a cold Saturday out. It's going to be a nice Saturday out. And then they're going to be sitting back watching the Tide. We're going to shock the world. Not really shock the world. We're going to give everybody what they want. But see, the thing about it is they doubting us. Because we got Kalen Deboer. But they're going to start looking at Kalen Deboer and say, man, that's a cold-blooded guy right there. Say he sit back, he don't show no emotion, but he got this team clicking on all cylinders. They done came in here and they done beat Georgia. The overall favorite to win everything. The Georgia Bulldogs. They're going to come to Tuscaloosa and we going to smack them up and down the field. And then that's when they're going to have eyes on Alabama. They're going to always want to talk about Alabama. Well, Alabama haven't lost a step, but you ain't been saying it so far. You only going to say it when the Bulldogs come into town in 2 more weeks and we smack them, smack down in the teeth, knock the snot out their nose. And then that's when y'all going to go to talking that talk. And then you Georgia football fans that's refuting what I say, get in the comment section. We can talk about it. Oh, because you scared. You are afraid, Georgia Bulldog fans. Because guess what? The pressure is all on you now, Georgia Bulldog fans. Kentucky had you on a ropes rope or dope, you're beating you like Muhammad Ali was doing Joe Frazier. Down goes Frazier. You got lucky. That's what happened with you. You got lucky, Georgia Bulldogs. But I'm going to tell you, when you come to Tuscaloosa, it ain't going to be no luck to be had. We're going to lock the gates and you ain't getting out of there. The pressure's all on Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart, the best coach right now in the league right now. That's what the verbiage has been. That's what the narrative has been all over ESPN, Paul Firebump, everything that you can look at. The only person I can think of that's on ESPN that's riding with Bama is my guy, Stephen A. Smith. Well, really, he ain't my guy, but that dude, Stephen A. Smith. Roll, Tide, roll. That's why he said. But that ain't how you say it. You say it like this. Roll, Tide, roll, baby. Hey. Stephen A. Smith, that's how you say it. But I'm telling you this, it's going to be one heck of a game. Because you see that 42-10 score that you see with Alabama versus Wisconsin? Guess what? It's going to be very similar when old Ugga come into town and we be hanging all off your quarterback, Carson Beck. Guess what? Agent Zero. We call him Deontay Lawson. He's going to be hanging all off your quarterback. Them sticks. Number 11, Jahad Campbell. Going to be hanging all off of you, Carson Beck. So I tell you this. Be afraid. Be very afraid when you come into T-Town. Because we locking the gates down. And you got to tell us something, baby. It's going to be helmet on helmet. Huh? That's what it's going to be. Georgia Bulldog fans, are y'all ready? I don't believe so. But hey, man, I'm going to make plenty more videos because it's the good week. This is the good week that we've been wanting to smack y'all up and down the field all for a long time. And now we're going to do it without Nick Saban. Guess what? You ain't got no more complaining to do about Nick Saban. They cheating for Nick Saban. Oh, they did this for Nick Saban. Oh, because Kirby Smart is now the best coach in the league, huh? But when Kalen Deboer staring down from that other sideline, and he's looking at Kalen Deboer, and he's shaking. He's shaking in his boots. And old Kane Warwick is looking over there at him, shaking his head like this. Nick Sheridan is up in the booth, looking down on him. He got that bird's eye view on him. Oh, it's dinner time. Kirby Smart popcorn. Grab your popcorn, because it's going to be very interesting. I'm here to tell you now, no matter what, who say what, listen to me when I tell you. The score is going to be very similar. 42-10. Jalen milroe going to ball out of control. That young boy, Hollywood, is going to go out of control. Jam Miller, Jamone is going to be the nucleus of that offense. That offensive line is going to be gelling together. They're going to be knocking your defense all the way back. We're just going to be running it on you. We're going to play some old school SEC football. And I've said it before and I say it again. Any one of you Georgia Bulldog Ugga fans over there in Athens, wherever you at, you got anything to dispute, say do it down in the comment section, because I'm ready for you. I can't wait. With all that being said, I got to get out of here, man. I got somewhere to be, people to see, things to do. I know you love looking down into the depths of my eyes. But I'm gone, man. Already. Yeah.